good, party people? Oh, wait, let me hook up. What's good, party people? It's your boy Tim back at it again with another vid today. And I'm going to be completely honest. I almost forgot I had to record today. Ended up sleeping in a little bit. I guess that worked out because I have a lot more energy now. You know what I mean? And yeah, I have a lot more energy now. And, just up doing stuff. You feel me? So, yeah, once again, what's good, y'all? You know what I mean? Uh, I guess maybe because I wait so long to record, Thursday, Friday, then the rest of the week I'm just chilling. I end up forgetting. I might just need to set like a regular alarm just so I don't do this again. But yeah, anyways, um but even though I ended up sleeping in a little bit, I still got the lesson plan for today. Um Now I'm gonna try to record this vid in clips only because, I got my notes and then I gotta go to like, the verses to, look up the actual, text that I'm going from. You feel me? So I got quite a few, not a lot, but yeah. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, share with all your people so we could all have a good time. And let's go ahead and get it started. You feel me? Uh Bet. So oh, actually no, because the laptop's right here. So bet cool. I'll try to just talk as fast as possible. So yeah. Today we're gonna be speaking on double-mindedness. Now, I have the definition, but I'm gonna define it at the end of the joint, just so I can kind of build up to, you know, yeah. So what originated or um what word am I trying to anyways, I'm gonna try to just word this differently. How I came up with this, right? This lesson plan. Earlier this week I was having a conversation with my mom, you feel me, about about a certain situation that happened in our I guess in our community. I'm gonna keep it confidential just because I don't want to be spreading stuff. And of course, you know, but overall we were having this conversation about that specific situation. And one of the things that my mom had said was, what I mean, I think she said it like, that's living double minded. And I was like, what does that mean? And then she was like, basically, they were serving two masters. You feel me? And I'm going to get more into, and after that, I kind of, which is crazy, right? Because even when I'm not actively looking for, what I mean, uh, things to speak on, verses or in the situation. I do look for, verses to talk about. But even when I'm not actively doing that, sometimes it just comes to me. You feel me? Um, Peep the new glasses. You feel me? Oh, still fogging up. Pull them up a little bit. Moving around a lot. That's crazy. But yeah. So yeah, even when I'm not actively looking for them, they just come to me. You feel me? Or like whether it's in a situation or whether it's a verse that I read or, sermons that I hear, although I don't really take from the sermons, but you feel me, they always come to me either way. You feel me? And yeah, I saw this as a good thing to talk about, just had to try to make it simpler, because even me, I was like double-mindedness, never heard that word in my life before that situation. And so I was like, yeah, definitely define it, definitely speak more on it. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. So we coming from, well, I'm gonna just maybe just say the verses. Well, we'll say it as we go. So bet we're gonna start from James 1, chapter 1, verse 2, maybe just 2 through 7. Yeah. So James chapter 1, verse 2 through 7. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into that right now. We got that right there, so I don't have to cut the clip off. Bet. So this part of the chapter is named trials and temptations. I think they meant to say trials and tribulations, but I mean same thing. So bet cool. We're gonna start from verse 2. Consider it Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Hold on, we're gonna stop right there. Now I know what you're thinking. Big word like perseverance. What does that mean? Luckily, I got the definition right here. And I knew of the word. I just knew if I tried to explain it off the dome, it was going to be all over the place. So I actually defined it. So, you know what I mean? It didn't, take 2 years to explain one word, not the whole, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to get right into it. Perseverance, the steady, continued effort to achieve a goal, purpose, or state, especially in spite of difficulties, obstacles, or discouragement. Uh, it represents tenacity, refusal to give up, and firmness of purpose, often resulting in long term success. But, so I'm gonna read it again. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If you lack if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. So when it comes to, I'm gonna speak a little bit on this, and then we'll keep going. So when it comes to perseverance, right, that goes hand in hand with your faith, right? And what it means by like trials and temptations, or trials and tribulations, is basically the stuff that we go through on a daily basis, or not, well, yeah, daily basis, whether it's something financial you're going through, whether it's some whether it's some, just something that you're going through in life, right? uh it's because all of that, whether it's, or all of those situations, ultimately build up your faith in God. You feel me? All the wrong things that go on in your life, you feel me, or wrong, all the bad things that go on in your life, you feel me, builds up your faith, ultimately builds up your faith with God, you feel me, because of the fact that you rely on him. Yeah, I said that right. Rely on him for to keep you mentally cool and physically cool, you feel me. That ultimately builds your faith with God, you feel me. um or really just you, well, yeah, trusting in him, you feel me. So I'm gonna give like a small little example, we're gonna move on. Let's just say, um you going through something, like maybe you lost somebody, you grieving, right? um or no, let's not go that route. Let's just say you're financially unstable, right? You know what I mean, you got a job but they not paying that much, right? So you pray at God, God, please put me in a position, or a better financial position, right? It might be a situation to where, and knowing that, knowing to go to God, right? Knowing to go to God to, to pray these things and ask these things, that builds your faith with God, because you know that it's going to happen. And when it says, if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, right? Believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind, right? So you don't want to doubt, because it might not end up, going into your favor, because you wishy-washy with it, because you doubting, but you praying about the thing that you feel me, you praying to the one that you doubting, you feel me. So it's kind of like, what are we even doing here? It's a waste of time, you feel me. But yeah. So yeah, you pray to God, asking God, can you please put me in a better financial situation? And who knows, it might be a raise, it might be, it might be a raise, it might be uh, a better job, a better opportunity, what I mean, to what I mean. Uh, but yeah, wholeheartedly not doubting, you feel me, is what I'm saying. So yeah, let's move on. Bet. Oh wait, so bet. I'm gonna keep going to 8 now that I'm seeing that. So bet, cool. I'll just yeah. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. Bet. So that's the first kind of, uh that's the first time, or I think, yeah, that's the first time that I kind of heard that word in in that situation. So we're gonna keep moving on. Cut the clip off so I can then find this verse, and then we'll be back. I had to cut the clip, like I said, I had to cut the clip off to check my notes and also the verses. So bet we're gonna keep going. So now we're coming from James chapter 4, verse 7 through 10, right? And this is just kind of like an add-on to what I've been saying about, double-mindedness and everything like that, right? So bet. Uh yeah, so we starting from verse 7, bet. Submit yourselves, then submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Come near to God and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter to mourning and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord and he will lift you up. Kind of going back to that double-mindedness, you feel me? This is just another way of saying submit yourself to God, resist the devil. Don't really be wishy-washy, you feel me? Being on one side and then being, you feel me? And I'm trying to get into it, but not get too much into it, because I have a whole nother, verse to get through to then ultimately bring up, what I mean, the end all be all of the lesson. So bet cool. This is kind of adding on to, the double-minded thing. You feel me? So yeah. So that was like a little add on. I'm gonna cut the clip off once again just so I could find this verse and then ultimately get to the end all be all of this lesson. I'll be back. All right, bet. I'm back. Found the verses I was going found the next and the final verses to go through. Now this is gonna be kind of like the wrapping up, the what I mean, the ultimate, like, what is, so bet. So I'm gonna go through these verses and then I'm gonna define double-mindedness and then, ultimately give y'all the meat and potatoes of the lesson. You feel me? So yeah, bet. Cool. So we coming from Matthew chapter 6, verse 22 through 24. Just two little verses, but they mean something. You feel me? So bet. Cool. Starting from 22, and it's the NIV version, just to let y'all know. Just so the words can be more clear to me and then also to y'all. Because, if I come from the King James version, yeah, it's saying the same thing or almost the same thing, but what I mean, just don't want to say a lot of the foreign words. Maybe I should just go there just to see if there's something that I'm. Anyways, yeah, NIV, just so I can make it more clear for y'all to, what I mean, to get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, and so I can know and what I'm saying. But yeah, anyways, and one thing that I want to tell y'all, right? Whenever you reading the Bible for yourself, because I don't want you to just take my word for it, right? But whenever y'all reading the Bible for yourself, anytime that y'all see red letters, right? So like most of the Bible is black letters, right? But if you see red letters in your Bible, whether it's electronically or on the Bible, you feel me, or in the Bible, that's Jesus talking. Jesus talking. You feel me? So yeah, bet. Cool. This is Jesus talking right now. These whole two verses, bet. Really, this most of this chapter. But yeah, we'll see. Bet. So we starting from 22. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? You feel me? No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Now, I know what you're thinking, God and money. How we get to money part? This specific, really, this specific part of the chapter is talking about, um, how to live with money. You feel me? Or well, yeah, I said that right. Live with money. I think I don't know if it's further in this chapter. Maybe I should have read that. Dang. But it was another verse saying, like, or another part of the verse, because I know this isn't the full verse, but the root of all, or the love of money, right? The love of money is the root of all evil. That's factual. You know what I mean? Uh, serve back to the serving two masters thing, right? You can't love money, but then also love God. You feel me? So it's like either or. You feel me? So bet cool. Yeah. So no one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. So I know what you're thinking now. Like, yeah, I know all these verses. These verses are saying basically don't be double minded. Don't serve two masters. You feel me? Either choose God or choose the world. You feel me? Which is crazy because it's actually into this. Choose the world. But what does it mean? What does this lesson ultimately mean? I'm going to define it and then try my best to get you to apply this in your life. Bet. So I'm gonna define this word and we're gonna keep it running. Double-mindedness, a state of being unsettled, indecisive, or having divided loyalties, often described as having two souls, double-minded. It signifies a person who is unstable in character, constantly wavering between faith and doubt. First little it's the verse is still, I mean, the definition is still going. I'm just trying to get y'all. So remember that first little verse that I was saying, about the, you know perseverance in faith, but then also whenever you do pray to God about these certain things, don't doubt him. This is basically what it's saying. It signifies a person who is unstable in character, constantly wavering between faith and doubt. So don't doubt when you feel me, doubt, or trying to serve two masters, such as God and the world. Now, I know you're thinking, what does the world have to do with this? Right? Whenever you hear like an elder say, like, oh, yeah, uh, something about like the worldly, you know what I mean, or secular, or, something, stuff like that, that's basically saying, like, okay, bet, cool. The world, right? They're talking about the world. So that's the two masters, God and the world, right? So what I mean by that is, sure, I see if I can think. So what I mean by that is, you can't serve God, and you can't serve God. I'm trying to think. Oh, bet cool. So you can't serve God and be an alcoholic at the same time. You feel me? You can't serve God and uh dang, you can you can't serve God and indulge in lust. You feel me? You can't serve God and uh dang, I'm trying not to blank out here. Okay, so bet you can't serve God and uh oh yeah, bet you can't serve God and your mouth be saying a different thing, as far as, cursing. You feel me? As far as, like, speaking bad on somebody, not God, but well, even then, God too, crazy. But yeah, you can't serve God and be, cursing or speaking bad about somebody, or, what's the word? Gossiping. You feel me? And yeah, can't serve two masters. Even then, even if you're not doing that, you can't serve God and idolize something else, right? So you can't serve God, but then also put all your time in stuff like work, or your like your worldly passions, or whatever your career is in, you feel me? Or just a hobby, you feel me? That was something that I kind of had to regulate. If we're just talking about me for a second, that's something I had to regulate too. I still do it, just knowing who's the master and what's not, right? So another example, or a real life example, I guess I can say, is with the Marvel situations, right? I'm heavy into fiction, right? So Marvel, DC, any type of anime, uh, cartoons. I know grown ass man. I mean grown man watching cartoons, but yeah, crazy. But see, like I said, crazy. I'm yeah, but yeah. So you wanna dang, what am I trying to say? So basically, God is saying, like, in this situation, don't be wishy washy. You feel me? Double mindedness. Uh, don't be wishy washy. Don't serve two masters. You feel me? Either serve God or be of the world. You feel me? Either, um, I'm not. Well, yeah. Either go to church consistently. You know what I mean? Tithe. Practice your stewardship by taking. Practice your stewardship by, what I mean, being an usher, or being in the choir, or being a deacon, or in the AV, the audio visual, or helping out with the kids, stuff like that, or be out in the world, in the club, DJing for a club, or you know in the club somewhere, just or just being out in the world doing what you do, but don't do both, and wholeheartedly believe that I can do both at the same time, because then this double-mindedness, right, it's going to make you unstable, mentally unstable, ultimately leading to your downfall, is what I'm saying. That's crazy. That just came that all came to mind. So yeah. So yeah, hopefully that lesson resonated with y'all. You feel me? Don't be double-minded, or don't serve two masters. You feel me? Either serve God, which is what I'm uh trying to do. Don't serve God. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't serve two masters, right? So serve God, don't be of the world. You feel me? We gonna end off on that. Try to check my notes, just one real quick, to see if I said everything. 213. Uh uh uh. Bet. Cool. So we cooling. Uh, yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the little lesson. And really, if it's anything, I'm gonna just trying to close everything on my laptop, just so put this down. So, but yeah, really, if it's anything that y'all struggle with, or like if it's anything that y'all need clarity on, if it's anything, like if you're reading the Bible for yourself, which you should, don't take my word for it. Read it for yourself. I mean, I gave you the verse. Matter of fact, let me open it again, give y'all the verses to read for yourself. Uh, dang, and I closed the app. Jesus Christ. Okay, we good. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Oh no, this the wrong one. Come on. Come on. Where's it at? Oh, right here. Bet. So I'm gonna give you all these verses just to read through on your own, just so I'm not just saying stuff. Y'all go look for yourself. You feel me? So we got James chapter 1, verse 2 through 7. Then we got James chapter 4, verse 7 through 10. Then we got Matthew chapter 6, verse 22 through 24. And I'm going to go ahead and close this now, just to give y'all the verses to go read for yourself. Matter of fact, just read through all the chapters, just so I'm not just saying stuff. Y'all could, go look for yourself. You feel me? Um, yeah, but like if it's anything in life that y'all might need advice on, or just like something that you are reading in the Bible but need more clarity on, right? Or have a situation, right? And you don't know what to do, or you don't know how to apply what you learn or learned in that situation or in life. let me know. You feel me? I'll try my best. Like I said, I'm learning at the same time as y'all are learning. You feel me? Because we're all human, and once again, I'm gonna say it again. Once again, us as believers, our ultimate job is to be like Jesus, right? And so, how we do these things, you feel me? I'm just uh, how can I word this? I'm just a vessel. I'm just a vessel. You feel me? I'm just a vessel of, or an instrument, same thing, of God. You feel me? So, how can I, however I can, yeah, however I could, teach y'all what I learned from, the Bible into life. Just let me know what y'all, what I mean. You feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of this day. Uh, Crazy. This weather is bipolar. It was cold and raining a couple weeks ago. Then it was hot and humid like last week, and then now it's raining. Now it's like back to where it was the last couple weeks. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of this day anyway. Hopefully y'all do too. Peace.